everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is protect your children from narcissistic abuse. Protect them if you can. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, to get us started, I do have a letter. So let's dive right into this letter and see what she says. She entitles her letter, Protecting Kids to Break the Cycle. All right, here we go. Last year, I wrote you about my experience with a mom and ex-husband who have, at the very least, high narcissistic traits. To recap, he continued to curse, belittle, assert control, and pop up years after the divorce. I saw that co-parenting gave him too much access, to the point he still felt like he was the man of my home. Well, yeah. You're right, because he can come in and out, use the children as an excuse to have access to you. Because remember, you and the children are just supply. He needs that supply. He's not coming just because he loves you. He's coming because he needs that emotions from you all to survive. Okay? I stood my ground and stated my boundaries with my chest, as the young folks say. Consequently, with no contact from the ex and took control of my own bills. He paid everything, which kept him in power. Well, yeah, that's why he came in and out of your house and act like it was his house if he was paying all the bills there. Of course, that's what men do. It's about control. And, you know, although you're the ex, narcissists don't let you go. You have to let them go, because to them, you're just supply. And supply is how they survive. They have to have it. And to run over there with you and his children is ready, steady supply. Okay. He was livid. In a rage, fit typical for him, he attacked our teenagers during a visit. The force and manner of it all could have been life-threatening. He has been verbally abusive to them since they were small. As they grew up, the abuse turned more physical. You know this isn't good. This isn't not good to be around anybody's kids. Because, ladies, if you allow a narcissist to be around your children like this, guess what? Narcissists create other narcissists. They create them through trauma. Through the trauma that they deliver, they create other narcissists. Now, hopefully, when your kids were very small, you know, I know that he was verbally abusive to them, but hopefully it did not create a wound that they'll carry for the rest of their lives. You see, these narcissists can create wounds that can destroy you from a childhood, and it's a wound that will destroy your adult life. That's what you got to be careful of, okay? So hopefully he wasn't that detrimental to them when they were young. As they grew up, the abuse turned more physical. I apologize profusely to my babies for staying so long and making them visit. Well, you probably made them visit their father because, see, we grow up with the belief that children need to be with their fathers. They need to be with a man. Listen, If the man is a demon, why do your children need to be with him? Think about it, people. If your husband is a good man, then he is going to be loving, caring to you and your children. There won't be a problem. But if he is a narcissist, he is a demon. Why would you want him even around your children? He's got nothing good for them. Nothing good at all. So you apologize to your babies for that. It took me years to figure out what we were in. I thought being a submissive wife meant not opposing him and staying in the marriage. That's what a submissive wife is. You had it right. That's exactly what they mean for you to do, being a submissive wife. You don't oppose your husband. He the boss. He the leader. Whatever he wants to do, you just shut your mouth and go along with it. That's being submissive. When men marry, many of them, that's what they want in a wife. For you just to do what you're supposed to do everything that, they expect women to do. Care for the house, care for him, care for the children, but don't oppose him. Whatever he does is whatever he does. Okay? Ladies, you don't want to live like that. And if you have lived like that, you don't want to live like that anymore. I always tell ladies, don't submit when you need to submit for. Many times ladies submit when they are not financially stable within their own right. They are not financially capable to take care of themselves and their children. They need a man for that. So they find themselves in a submissive position. Because how are you going to stand up to him and tell him anything if you need him to pay the bills? You understand? If you're in that situation, then it puts you in the submissive spot. Because you have to go along with whatever his rules are. Or you won't be taken care of. You understand, ladies? That's why I always encourage you to have your own. And then you can stand up and tell it like it really is. Okay? I got the feeling that he was jealous of the kids. He would say, I treated them too well. They needed to struggle like everyone else. The kids said they were tired of his browbeating and wanted something done. They're tired of him. The kids, they... See, this is typical narcissistic behavior. They want all of your attention and adoration on them. Not on your children. Not on anybody else. That's why many narcissists will isolate you. When you meet them, you may have some girlfriends or, people come around. But if you notice, after a while, they won't come around anymore. They won't be calling you up anymore because the narcissist is running interference. The narcissist will make sure that you are isolated. He wants to regulate who you talk to. This keeps you in a submissive state. Now, this statement that he made about struggle, that's because he's struggling. You see, his life has been a struggle. There are people out there who believe that. That you should have it hard because it teaches you that life is hard. So they don't want to pamper their kids or whatever because the kids need to have it hard. It's the same mentality of people who, I'll say, beat their kids. I know today, people have kind of gotten away from that because the law has gotten involved in it. But people had the mentality to beat their kids, to keep their kids from being beat by the police or getting in trouble or something like that. So beating was a part of training your kid like an animal. You train them like an animal. People, this is wrong. This is the wrong mentality. We are intelligent spiritual beings. We are not animals. You see? And we should not be treated like that. Rise above it. This narcissist is living in a low vibration. Okay? All right. I want to explain what he means by your kids need to struggle. Because his life is in the toilet. It's in a low vibration. Everything in his life is low vibration. He's not at the love yet. Because the love is in the middle before you go into the higher vibrations. You understand? He is in the low vibration. So in the low vibration, your life is a struggle. Life is hard. Life is miserable. No happiness is in a low vibration. Okay? So life is a struggle. But your children don't need to live in a low vibration. They don't even need to know anything about that. They need love, understanding, and to live in a higher vibration of happiness and abundance and a very rich life. Okay? I remember when I was with the narcissist, I heard him say something like that life is hard and, but he was always upset about something, and he was a pessimist. So something was wrong with it. His whole life was negative. When you run across people like that, remember, they're trying to pull you down. So this narcissist is trying to keep his family where he lives, so that he can continue to siphon their energy and to keep them low, in a low vibration. It's not good, people. Protect your children from this. Don't stay in situations like this. Now, all right, let's read on. When we took legal action, he completely abandoned them and cut off all financial support. Well, that's the narcissist. He's vindictive. He's a demon. See, everything that a narcissist does is transitional. Everything he does for you, he's getting something back. All right? So he figures that he's not going to have access to your home like before, so he don't want to pay no more. So that's why he withdrew that. The pain in their faces is heartbreaking. Well, you need to sit down with your children and try to communicate with them now. All right? Try to communicate. They're teenagers. If they'll sit and listen to you, try to sit down and explain things to them. That your father is, upset and we'll get through this together. I love you. I'll let your kids know that you are there for them. And they already said before that they're tired of him, so they ought to be happy about the divorce. Now, you didn't say in the letter if you were financially stable or not, or if you were working or not. You said, should I hold him accountable through the child support system and try to push their dad to give them a relationship they deserve? No, you shouldn't try to push the relationship. Absolutely not. But get your child support. Why not? Don't rely on him to come over there with a few dollars. Don't do it. No. He got money. The kids deserve it. So you go for the child support. Or should I be grateful that my kids are safe and away from the toxic influence? What's better, absent parents or hurtful ones? Absent. You don't want your kids hurt or influenced by that demon, because they will grow up with those traits, and you don't want that. You want them to be upstanding, loving individuals. And to be loving and caring individuals, they have to grow up around that. You got to show them that. But the demon is not going to show them that at all. He's going to show them the flip side of that. My advice to you is go to court, get the child support. All right? And whatever, deal with it. Luckily, your kids are teenagers, and even if he gets visitation, he may or may not even ask for it. But even if he gets it, they're only with him a short time, and they're older kids now. And maybe they will refuse to even go over there. They may not even want to be with him. So, love yourself and your children. Take care of yourself. And if I were you, I would meditate on this situation. I really would, because you're going into the court system and you want things to go in your favor and things like that. Go to your spirit guide for answers and for help and for guidance through this difficult time that you're in, because your spirit guide will support you and help you and make you feel confident and steer you in the right direction. Because there may be some things that you're not aware of that you need to know. Your spirit guide will reveal these things to you. And that's why I encourage you to get on your spiritual path. Your power is there. And yes, you are doing the right thing to keep your kids away from the narcissist if you can. They don't need to be influenced by him. He's evil. He's never going to change. This is it. If he is a true narcissist, he's already changed into the demonic energy that he is. And he's out to seek and destroy souls. Doesn't matter about his children, doesn't matter about you, because narcissists are incapable of loving anybody. They don't have that inside. Their soul is not there. The demon has taken over. The demon's mission is to destroy you. And he doesn't care who you are. I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps. Protect your children at all costs. And love them. And love yourself. I want to thank you for supporting this channel. I want to thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And also, if you're looking for your affirmations and your movement for today, the link is also in the description. Now, those of you who may be interested in these caps, they are available in my online store. The link is in the description. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for your comments, your letters, and a very special thank you for those that leave a donation. I really appreciate you so much. I wish you all the very best and happiness, and I really hope to see you next time.